Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-July right through to mid-August 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, you're currently being influenced by your 7th house. And that really is all about your partnerships, your relationships with colleagues. And you'll be looking at who supports you, who hinders you or drains your energy. And you'll also be really checking in with the exchange, all the effort that you've been putting into your career and whether you're getting a good reward out of it, if it's reciprocity, if there is a balance. Now also your 1st house takes over, so that's really about putting yourself first in your working environment, expressing yourself and your unique voice, really focusing on your visions. Some of you may even contemplate self-employment at this time, setting up a 2nd stream of income or becoming your own boss, being an entrepreneur. And if you are already an entrepreneur and you are already self-employed, this is really about expanding on opportunities and believing in yourself, having the confidence to take your career to the next level. Now your 8th house takes over as you move into August. And that's really about transforming your finances. So it's really about all the effort that you put in really paying off for you and putting plans in motion, shall we say, making your money go a long way and opening yourself up to new ideas to elevate you and attract more wealth into your bank account. They're actually showing me a calculator right now. I'm not surprised because I'm talking about, you transforming your finances, but they're physically showing me a calculator in the water right now. So that can mean that you're actually doing your bills or your taxes or some sort of calculation as you're actually listening to this reading. Or it can even indicate that you're calculating the effort that you put in and the money that you get. You may be trying to create a budget or a strategy this month over the next couple of weeks, really making sure that you find yourself in a position to elevate and bring more money into your life in general, okay? Now, thanks so much, Spirit, Guides, Guardian Angels. I mean, it could also be that in the next 6 weeks, you're going to see lots of calculators everywhere. You're just going to notice them, okay? So just watch out for that. That's what's coming through there for me as well. For you, they want me to give you that energy that's coming through. Now, what I can see here is that you're very diligent, you're a really hard worker, and you're a very loyal employee. Also, even if you work for yourself, you never give up. You're the sort of person who keeps pushing through the energy. I'm really getting a sense of no pain, no gain right now. Some of you, you may have been really in a little bit of a period of feeling lost or in limbo, okay? And there's something about your career where you're trying to make some changes, but things feel a little bit uncertain or a little bit delicate right now is what I'm being given, okay? Now, a lot of the signs at the moment, the collective, are actually getting the tunnel energy in their reading. So perhaps you've been going through a very difficult experience, or you felt a little bit, low motivation. You felt struggling energy in your career, and it's very hard to maintain that level of passion for what you do at the moment because you feel nothing changes, or you may feel that you've got into a bit of a cycle of repeat. And you're really trying to make some necessary changes in your working environment. If you work in an office, I see in the next 6 weeks, someone is going to come into your working environment. They seem to be new, and they may make some changes that you feel a little bit uncertain about, actually, and it may make you feel a little bit frustrated or angry that there are some new practices. Now, this could be that there's new tech. So give me the word tech, T-E-C-H, new tech coming in. So this could be, oh, I got to go get that card for you. It could be about learning new skills or changing the way that you approach your working environment. But I feel it will benefit you long term, but whenever there's any changes at first, it feels really frustrating because it feels like you have to get the hang of it, you have to adapt, and we tend to see any changes as annoying, okay? Unless we decide we want to create change. So I definitely see that there's something or someone, I feel it's a new addition coming into your career. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? But it's actually beneficial long term, okay? Now, I'm just going to pop that there and get that card that went over there. So one moment, please. I kid you not, my beautiful Cancerians, every sign is getting the Eight of Swords right now, okay? And it's really interesting because as I pulled up the Eight of Swords, it ripped. Now, I'm really careful with my cards. They're like my babies. But the Eight of Swords is like a crack, okay? It's like, you know, some level of anxiety. It's in the resistance position. So I really feel like fear or doubt no longer holds any weight in your life, and I feel like you're liberating yourself out of a very difficult situation. I feel like there's more hope in your career, actually, and if you've been feeling a little bit stuck in something, there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like your level of magnetism, your passion for what you do is actually gaining attention, and I feel like you're going to gain rewards for something that you've been thinking about for some time. Some of you may even implement new practices in your working environment for you that will benefit you, and they actually end up benefiting other people long term as well. So I do see accomplishment, but watch out for the new person who comes in, because I feel in the end this person will be an ally, but at first it just feels like very uncertain, like there's major changes and you're like, I'm not sure if I can get with this. And at first you may feel a little bit frustrated. I feel the general collective of wherever you work will feel a level of anxiety, but then you'll realize it's actually quite beneficial to you long term, okay? Now, for the rest of you who do not work in an office, you're an entrepreneur, I definitely see you promoting your skills. They'll give me the word promotion here. You're promoting your skills and your talents because you're really gifted at what you do. And it may be something that you don't enjoy doing, shouting about who you are or what you have to offer. But I feel people are going to naturally notice that you have a lot of talent and they want to elevate you. I'm seeing promotion here. So some of you, if you've been working really hard and feeling very uncertain as to whether you're going to elevate in your career, the answer is yes. The King of Swords as your final position indicates that there is a leadership position available to you, something that is offered to you because you're very intelligent. You have that level of focus, of organization, and I definitely see an opportunity being offered to you where, I feel like there is more money attached to it as well, but I feel it's more about the status, about the level of respect that you'll get in your career, and your hard work will see achievement is what they're showing me. But this is your first card, victory, success, being in a very powerful position. It's really interesting that light and passion play a big part of your reading this month, because I feel some of you may have been feeling either low motivation or you've lost your lust for your career or that level of confidence. Perhaps some of you may have even felt like you're coasting, or it just feels like you're just doing the same old thing every day and it just feels like nothing changes. That energy is coming up a lot in the readings. But we've got victory, resurrection, awakening, decisiveness, inner calling, and forgiveness. So I feel if anything hasn't gone in your favor in your career, you're really releasing its grip over you in order to move forward. And I feel you're having a major breakthrough in the next 6 weeks in your career. There's some sort of information being delivered, because even though I see this dog in your card, I'm seeing a dog deliver an envelope, okay? So it may be that there's someone you really trust at your working environment who will give you a piece of information. I feel like there's an official letter coming in for you. Okay, so watch out for that. It displays good news regarding your career, and I feel like because of your dedication and commitment to your career, I feel like there is a victory moment, some news of success and recognition. Okay, this month you may be also contemplating your true life's calling, your life's purpose in some way, and really checking in with whether you're on the right path. I feel even though you may, be at a self-evaluation period, you're actually in a really good position in your career, okay? And I feel some of you may also be thinking about second streams of income or developing your spiritual gifts, or in some way developing something that perhaps you're really intuitively good at that will elevate you in a career that you enjoy. So some of you, especially with the moon card here, you're thinking about your dreams, the bigger picture. You're really looking at what it is you hope to vision for your future, or you hope to make a reality in your future. The moon card can also indicate that you're in a period of that self-reflection. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual over the next 6 weeks, and that's why any changes within the working environment can make you feel a little bit uncertain about the way ahead. You may feel like there's some sort of restructure going on in your career or in the way that a career sector does things. So, excuse me, for example, you may hear of like policies changing, or documents changing, or how you file documents changing, or even how you do administrative work, or you file your taxes. It may be changing. There may be a process that is typical and usual. I feel like those things are changing, and it's making you feel a little bit uncertain about new practices. Okay, with the moon card, this indicates that some of you are at a bit of a metamorphosis in your life, where you're looking at what it is you love doing and what it is that perhaps is not really working for you at this time. And some of you may even they're asking me to look at the first word in this card, amours. Yeah, so it's really about what you feel is working for you, what you love doing, what's really not working for you, anything that's outdated practices, or anything that, we've all got things in our jobs that we don't particularly like doing, but I feel like you're finding an alternative approach or a different way of doing it, so that like you can enjoy things a little bit more. They're actually showing me a large stash of money in the water as well. So I really do get a sense that you want to do something that you love with a large financial payoff, okay? And you may have found it's been difficult to do your true calling or your inner calling, but I feel like you are not giving up on your visions, and I feel you're giving yourself an opportunity to connect to those things, or strategize a plan, or analyze the best way forward to be very clear, decisive, and get organized to start up either a new business or an entrepreneurship, or do something, maybe even learn something about your talents, your gifts. And I feel like you're making major strides towards progress and success. Now, we do have the Three of Cups, which is all about success, celebration, and good news, okay? I do feel with the Three of Cups that you actually have people who really respect you in your working environment, so don't doubt that. Also, with the Three of Cups, it tends to tell me that, some of you just want to work within a team that you enjoy, that you can get on with them and you work as a common goal. But some of you may have been feeling a little bit uncertain recently because there have been some changes. And you may be feeling a little bit uncertain about these changes or restructures, so that it's almost like you want to work out, where do you stand in these changes? But actually, I see you being in a really good position. I do see with the Three of Cups that there is success or some good news that comes in. With the Ten of Wands, it tends to tell me that you've been working really hard for this. And I do feel that you're close to burnout, or you are overloaded right now. And it's really important to delegate when you have the Three of Cups present in your reading with a Ten of Wands. It tells me that you tend to take on a lot of responsibility. You take on a lot of the tasks yourself, because I'm getting a sense of, a job well done, you may as well do it yourself. And I totally understand that. I'm a Scorpio energy, and Scorpios, we tend to have that level of control. And sometimes it can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing. But if you feel like you're you're taking on too much at your working environment, I feel it's important to recognize, to, streamline your schedule, but also to perhaps delegate or in some way make sure you don't take on other people's work, because I feel, I just get this energy of people perhaps looking at you like you're really good at what you do and you do it in half the time that everybody else does. And you're so diligent and dedicated that they think, oh, you know what? I can't do this, or I don't want to do this, so I'll give it to Cancerians because they're really good, they'll pick up the slack. So I really feel that you're standing your ground, establishing healthier boundaries in your working environment and learning that wonderful word no, but you're being very diplomatic in the way that you approach that word, or that energy of turning people away if you feel you cannot do their excess work, shall we say. With the tunnel, okay, we've got here hiding, passage, journey, lost, refuge, exploring the subconscious, and darker times. So I do feel that some of you are preparing for the worst in your career. And what I mean by that is you can see economically that things are shifting, and you may be looking at how it affects businesses long term, not just your business, but businesses in general. And I feel deep down, some of you are preparing should there be any fluctuations or restructures in the working environment. But what I can see here is that you're in a really good position. The universe is actually going to make sure it protects you in any endeavors that you have. And with the Five of Cups present, it can indicate that if there's any disappointments or any lack or any, how can I put that? Difficulties or shortages in the working environment, I feel that you are being offered the best opportunities, okay, in order to see you through. Also, it's like if you're in a working environment, you may find that the best projects will come your way as well to help you elevate, because they know that you're capable of doing a job well done, and it's guaranteed success whenever you're a part of any project that you connect to. Now, also, some of you have been working a really long time towards a certain goal, and you may feel it's always out of reach. And you may have been, feeling a bit lost right now, or just feeling that things are stagnant, and you can see the goal, but it always just seems to be out of reach, is what I'm picking up on. And some of you may be feeling a little bit like in limbo, or really questioning your path, checking in because you feel that perhaps your passion or your motivation is lacking recently. Now, this could be because of the people that you're connecting to in the working environment. You may feel that, people are always having a laugh and, not taking work so seriously. And you may see that actually they get put up for promotion or opportunities a lot faster than you, or it could be that you feel in some way that you don't feel 100% connected to the cliques that are in the office environment, or if you work for yourself, you're an entrepreneur, it could be there's certain groups per se that you want to connect to or network with or join, establishments that you want to collaborate with, and you feel that they're always just out of reach, or that you may feel there's this level of disappointment. But I feel with the Five of Cups, the universe is actually aligning you with something greater in your circumstances right now. And I feel like you're not even aware that there's an opportunity coming in. And I feel it actually comes into your energetic sphere around about the first week of August for you. And it puts you in a really great position. So this could be an elevation of promotion. Could also be you taking up a leadership position where you are either in charge of a team or you're organizing a team. I really feel your thoughts are becoming things. So you may be setting up an entrepreneurship, or you're a pro at what you do. And I feel like you're being noticed for your talents or skills, and you're being elevated because of it. If you work for yourself, it could be that you are becoming a CEO, or you're actually taking things to the next level. There's expansion in your business. I see this energy of things going global, or business, to foreign shores. So even if you have like a channel online, a social media platform, or I see more people from different parts of the world seeing your product or your talent and sharing it and there's expansion there, or if you have like a business, it kind of goes global, or you get like an international partnership. I definitely see if you're working in an office, there may even be some sort of merge with a business overseas, or I just get a sense of, global links happening for you this month. Now, we do have the Queen of Wands. It's in the reverse position. So you may have felt that your passion has been lacking recently, or you're feeling a little bit unmotivated. You may have just felt like it's a long drawn out process and you need more stimulation or more challenge in your career, more inspiration. The Queen of Wands tells me that you are actually a very passionate human who normally is, very, well, it tells me you're very talented at what you do, you're very gifted, but you normally have the energy to see tasks through. But you may have been recently feeling a little bit either under the weather or a little bit unwell, or you may have felt something is draining your energy and it makes you feel like uninspired. So whether that's that you're going to sleep a little bit later than usual, or you're not getting the best sleep, or you may feel that there's a person who's trying to derail you or micromanage you or annoy you in some way. The Queen of Wands can also indicate anger in some way. So you may have been passed up for a promotion or an opportunity, or if you're in the working environment and you just lost out on a project or something that you really valued. I feel there's a level of anger there. If you've lost your job before you come to this reading and it was not fair, I do see that the universe is rewarding you with a better development, and you're almost going to look back at what you left behind like, you know what, screw those people. I've got something better here where I can accomplish what I truly set out to do in the first place. Remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. But the Queen of Wands this month, I definitely see that your energy will pick up and you'll feel more motivated and passionate than ever before. This is a card of magnetism, okay? Paying attention to your inspiration, doing more of what you love, and injecting that personal passion into your work. Queen of Wands also tends to tell me that you've got a very powerful position because you're really good at what you do, you're very gifted, and you tend to go above and beyond. Now, it's really interesting. As you can see, there's like the Queen of Wands here has got a bow, okay, like bow and arrow. It connects to the Sagittarius energy. So also, I mean, the Queen of Wands tends to be Leo energy, but I really feel that you're a very feisty, passionate person. You're building your confidence, whereas something has knocked your confidence in the working environment. I feel like you're trying to be self-assured in your work, believe in your skills and talents because you are very gifted at what you do. But I feel with the bow there, it feels like you're going to be right on target. But you may have felt recently that either due to something not going your way or rejection of an opportunity, you may have felt that you missed the mark. But it's almost like a second chance, something coming round where you get an opportunity to hit the mark. Okay, I feel like you're going to be right in target with your career. And some of you may even connect to really creative collaborations. And I really get a sense here of you being inspired and reaching your highest goal. Okay, we do have the Eight of Swords. I've already talked about this. I really get a sense here that every sign right now is struggling with this sense of feeling stuck. And I feel we're at the peak of the year. So it's like the midway point of the year where we're really feeling a little bit like low energy, in need of a break, in need of a vacation, and really checking in with ourselves about the journey. There's two ships there. And I really feel this is about you connecting to your true calling. Now, I did write down before I came to this reading, I do like a 10-minute meditation. I saw ships, or a ship in particular, for your reading. And I'm just going to, I wrote it down here just to show you that ships are important for you. This could be a logo, or it could be, I feel more than anything, it's connecting to your sense of journey. Okay, it says ship here. I hope you can read my writing. It's a little bit like scrawled across the page. And I really get a sense of, you connecting to your true calling. It's about your journey. And I feel like there is movement in your career. I feel there's an opportunity like showing itself to you in the first week of August, and it allows you to be really flexible in your decisions and in your schedule. So you may be in something right now, but something else is going to be presented to you in the first week of August, and you may have to make a decision. Don't allow fear to govern the way, because you're capable of elevating higher and getting more money. Okay, now we do have the dog here, which represents loyally moving towards something that you've been working really hard towards. Dogs tend to represent protection. It says here support, friend, trust, companion, dependable, protection, pet, loyal, soulmate. I really feel this is more, if you think about the nature of a dog, it's about being instinctive and it's about hunting down an opportunity. Okay, so I really feel some of you, if you put your resume out there to find a new opportunity, some of you may sit on it or bury it for a little bit until the moment is right to share it with other people. Some of you may also be investigating a way of transforming the way that you work so that it becomes a little bit more enjoyable. But I really get the sense that you go above and beyond and you don't realize how good you are in your working environment. Okay, they're actually giving me now either you're going into real estate or you're thinking about working towards going into real estate, but they're giving me two words: hot property. Hot property. Now either that is a career in property, real estate, or it could be that you are hot property on the job market, but you just don't give yourself the credit. Okay, so just watch out for that. I feel like you're way more talented than you give yourself credit for, and you're capable of asking for either a raise or asking for, more money. If you're heading into a new position, for example, you can negotiate a better deal, is what I'm being given here. Now, with the High Priestess, this is a card of, staying silent on something. So I'm really getting a sense here of some really good news coming your way, but you're not going to tell anybody until the moment is right. Also, the High Priestess is really about where you feel like you belong and whether you can use your gifts to the full potential. So it's like you're visualizing something for your future. You're gaining enlightenment about your progress so far. And I really feel like you're using your intuition to make the changes necessary to elevate in your career. I feel like you're going to the top. If you have a look in this card, this nest is secure and she is confident in her security and she's at the top of the tree. So I feel like you're reaching the heady heights of success and you're confident in your abilities. This is the outcome energy. This is going to be in the future. You're putting yourself in a really good position. And some of you may even think about developing your spiritual gifts this month in order to set up a spiritual practice that will help you financially in some way. It could be a second stream of income. But I really get a sense that some of you may even think about setting up a business with other people because your seventh house of partnerships is starred. So it could be that you're thinking about setting up with a soul tribe member or even a member of your family, okay, or even your partner. But I really get a sense here of you instinctively making the right decisions in your career and elevating even further. We have the Six of Pentacles, which tells me that the universe is stepping in at, well, it's the cusp between July and the first week of August. I feel like this is the opportunity, okay? The Six of Pentacles means an unexpected surprise, a resource that will benefit you long term. And it's normally a financial package, so it could be a bonus or a gift. I mean, I know it is your birthday month, but I really get a sense here. I mean, they're showing me a bunch of flowers as I said that. So someone at your working environment may actually get you a bunch of flowers, or they will show you how much they appreciate you. I'm getting this energy from the bunch of flowers. It's like something that you thought got cut short actually comes to fruition or blossoms. So it may be that there's an opportunity coming back around for you, or maybe your boss mentioned an opportunity and then it's been months and they haven't mentioned it since, and suddenly it arises again. I'm being given this energy of things developing for you and you're going to be really happy about it. Six of Pentacles indicates that the universe is paying attention to you now and that you are going to receive some sort of investment. And because of your generosity, the effort that you put in, I feel like you're going to be rewarded. But when you get a Six of Pentacles, it does tend to tell you that you need to also focus on your own needs. So if you're feeling that something in your career is not working, or you're worried about it, or you need to make some adjustments and put yourself first, this is the time to do it, okay? I do feel like there's something being offered to you in August, the 1st of August, well, the first week of August is what I'm getting here. And I mean, it could be that there's someone that you used to work with. I'm just going to pull a card on that. It could be that someone that you used to work with tells you about an opportunity, or it could be that you are given like a hot tip by somebody that lets you know that there is a role that becomes available. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something is being offered to you to staircase in your finances. It's something that is given to you because you're a hard worker. It's an energy here of you attracting more wealth, but your stamina and dedication sees you in the flow of prosperity, and your commitment will pay off financially, okay? I'm just going to pull one more card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? They're showing me that you're working really hard towards something, and that you will celebrate first week. Yeah, it's going to be a surprise, the Tower energy. Now, because we got the tunnel there, the Tower is actually really positive because it tells me that you're liberating yourself out of a very difficult situation. The Tower is not a negative card. It can mean upheaval, change, and I definitely picked up on someone coming on in who's going to change the way you work or restructure the environment in some way, or it could be like, you know, policies or restructuring. So even if you work for yourself, there may be a different way of you know, filing taxes, or I've already mentioned that energy, but it works in your favor. With the Tower energy, I feel like this offer that comes through actually pushes you out of your comfort zone, really stretches you and challenges you in the right way. And I feel like you're being bolder in your career choices. But let me just pull a card on that Tower energy just for you, because I feel like you know that there needs to be change. And if you're feeling uncomfortable in your career, or you feel that something is just not vibing with you, I feel the crown chakra being hit by the lightning bolt is like a sudden epiphany, a realization of what you need to do in order to make the changes to make you feel happier within your working environment, okay? So let me just pull a quick card on that Tower energy for you. Can you please clarify the Tower on its own? Queen of Wands. So you've got the Queen of Wands here. So these changes put you in a really good position, okay? You're attracting better luck. Also, your passion and your eagerness to move forward in your career is going to surprise you. I feel like there's ambition here, but also the Queen of Wands is a card that is magnetic. She draws opportunity towards her, and the cat represents good luck and a sense of independence. So I feel like male or female, it's not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. I feel like you are using your passion, it is your power, and you will almost like rediscover your mojo or your lust for your career again. And I feel you'll put your passion into practice and attract more opportunity and more wealth, okay? So there could also be someone here, you know, this new person that I keep picking up on a person who really makes you feel frustrated, or someone who angers you. This person who may push your buttons, you may feel that this person is quite detached, and they actually really respect you, and they are working hard behind the scenes to elevate you because they can see aspects of themselves in you, okay? And they really feel like you deserve a break. You deserve a break in some way. If you feel like you've been tested, or someone has been a little bit hard on you recently, I feel like this person is almost like testing you to see if you're capable of stepping into a leadership position, or a position that is becoming available to you. Okay, they just want to be sure because they are backing you. It's almost like they're vouching for your skills, and they just want to make sure that you've got what it takes to step into that role, and you do, okay? Now we do have the Ten of Wands, which tells me that, you know, you're feeling a bit fed up or a little bit overworked right now, and some of you are really like looking for change, or you feel something new needs to come in your career in order to make things work in a better fashion for you. The Ten of Wands tends to mean also that you're clearing space for a new beginning. So you may be tying up loose ends before you set up your own stream of income, becoming an entrepreneur, or even if you put your resume out there and you're going for interviews, I feel like there's an opportunity being gifted to you first week of August, and that's the one you run with. I feel it is a fresh new start. Some of you may even take a break, a vacation, in order to really get clear on where you want to go and just recharge your batteries so that you can approach your work in a fresh new way. But I really get a sense again of something that you thought was over, or something that you felt was not working suddenly starts to blossom for you. Something comes to fruition for you. And I keep getting this sense of like magnifying glass energy, where you're really paying attention to something or dissecting something or analyzing something before you make some changes. I'm getting an energy that things are going to get easier for you, okay? And that you are going to change your finances. I get a sense of a pay rise being on the horizon for you, okay? If you're an entrepreneur, I feel like you've had a lot of work on recently, but you will celebrate your success and you'll see that that hard work was worth it, that there is more financial reward, more clientele, or more attention on your business. We do have the Five of Cups. I want to pull a card on that because the Five of Cups can indicate a couple of things, but the energy that I've got coming through here, the Five of Cups, some of you may have been having some level of personal sadness going on in your life, okay? And you may be healing from something. I mean, it could be unwellness, but I really get a sense here of healing and, you know, recharging your batteries and then getting back to your goals or your dreams. So take the time that is necessary in order to do that. And if you've gone through a personal bereavement or something that's really hurting your heart right now, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. I take the time you need, but it does get better. I definitely see a sense of it getting better, okay? As you can see, you're starting with the Moon card here, and it's like all this, it's like her red cloak there. I feel I'm just getting a sense of blood, sweat, and tears. All the effort that you put in, you're wondering, is it worth it? Okay, I definitely see a sense that it's worth it, and the universe is actually surprising you, because I feel thinking of things that are not going well, suddenly the universe sends 2 cups, which means, you know, there's reward. You're going to attract what your heart truly desires. But I really get a sense here of you regretting something, or things have been difficult, or even there's been shortages of tools or opportunities recently, and you can't see how things are going to change for you, but that's when the universe steps in and sends you a surprise. So just let me pull a card on that Five of Cups for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide Queen of Pentacles? Yeah. Now the Queen of Pentacles, you know, you're attracting abundance at this time, a lot of wealth. It also indicates stick to your plan, that your plan will work, and that you're using resources at your fingertips to create opportunities. Some of you may even think about working from home, or if you've been in the home environment and you're about to enter the working environment again, you may be a little bit nervous, but actually you're going to take to it like a duck to water, and you're going to really enjoy it. I definitely see you attracting more wealth into your life. And if there's anyone that you're feeling frustrated with, or excuse me, there's like anger here, I definitely see forgiveness happening. I feel this person extended an olive branch, okay? I feel like they don't really mean to step on your toes in any shape or form, or really they don't mean to micromanage you. I feel like they care about the business as much as you do. That's what I'm picking up here as well, okay? I really feel that you're in the flow of making your plans work and being true to what you're doing, and any challenges that you've been experiencing, you're overcoming them. With the King of Swords, it tells me that you are a pro, that you're actually really great at what you do, and that you are in command of your work. I feel like you're being very organized in the next couple of weeks. It's almost like you're setting yourself up for opportunity in the first week of August. And again, I get the sense of you being elevated for a promotion or a raise, something though that you will think about. I feel like you're not going to take this straight away. I feel like you're really going to look at it. You're really going to analyze it and wonder, is it for you? Because you're approaching your work in a different way now. Yes, it's important to have money and pay bills and try to live, as, peaceful, comfortable life as possible. But I feel right now, you're checking in with what makes you feel good. Where does your heart feel like it belongs? And really connecting to your true life's purpose. The King of Swords is such an important card because it really indicates what you think about, you can bring about. You're manifesting wonderful opportunities at this time, but focus and organization is required. There may also be something you're putting into motion, some sort of plan where you're decisive and deciding to start it up, whether it's a entrepreneurship, whether it is deciding to put an idea into practice. I really get a sense that you're going to be very busy, but at the same time, you're going to enjoy your work and it's going to be rewarding for you as well. Okay. Now, the final cards that we have here for you, we've got Gears, Money Flow. And it says money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion. I literally said that. It says building, team, taking time off, and security. Okay. And I feel that you're putting yourself in a really good position. And if you feel anything that's not working for you, I feel you're going to take a step back really to organize or get clear on your direction before you take the next steps. We've also got Cup, overflowing prosperity. Okay, full or empty account. I really feel it's going to be full. If it's empty now, it will be full. Nurturer, taking care of business and feeling fulfilled. Cups are all about your emotions, so I really feel it's important that you love what you do, because I don't think I know a Cancerian who stays where they do not feel like they love the environment. Okay, I feel if you're feeling that sense of withdrawal, or you're feeling that you're going into your shell, it won't be too long before you make a strategy or a plan to exit that situation in order to find a pleasurable working environment elsewhere, and you will be rewarded with something new as well. I would also say pay close attention to double butterflies, because you've got two different decks here and we got two butterflies on each card, and that indicates major transformation. So if you're feeling lost, I feel circumstances are starting to form that will elevate you in some way. You are given an opportunity to spread your wings, whether that's to become more independent within your working practices, or whether that's to set up your own business or be an entrepreneur. I definitely see that it's going to be very lucrative for you long term. And it says here, sudden change, frivolous spending, short-term loan, arts, movement, temp jobs, and fun work. Okay, so it's about enjoying what you do. I definitely see some changes happening for you, and at first you may not really like those changes, but I do see that they are for the better for you. And I definitely see also that forewarned is forearmed. So if there's currently some restructures going on in your working environment, I feel like they end up benefiting you. So there's nothing to worry about, okay? I'm just going to go, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels, and get your final cards. Okay, so we've got here, there's nothing outside of you that can fulfill you. So you have everything you need within you to be successful, but also it's about your approach. Some people, you can look at something that you do in your career and you may love 90% of it, but there may be that like 10% of tasks that you think, oh, I really hate doing that aspect of my career, but it's necessary. But you can change the way that you approach it. Look at it in a different way. See it as a challenge, or find unique ways of doing it so that it makes things a little bit more exciting, rewarding, and fresh. We've also got your life is at a turning point right now. You're ready. Okay. It's really interesting that there seems to be this ball of light. Okay. It's almost like your focus, your energy is coming together for like a major change. And I keep getting, well, I saw it as like a magnifying glass earlier, but I keep seeing like circles, almost like your viewpoint. You're getting really focused on aspects, and I feel like you're ready for the changes that are necessary. Okay. There's a path. You're meant to be on it. Trust it. And I feel you are on it. Even if you're making changes instinctively and intuitively, you're on the right path, and I feel like you're making the right changes for you. I do see that you're managing your stress levels, and I feel there's a really fast-paced environment that perhaps you feel like you're in right now, where you're doing a lot of multitasking, but I feel things do get easier for you, and you transform the way that you're working so that it kind of works for you rather than you are working for it, okay, if that makes sense. I'm just going to go and get a rune for you. Okay, my guys just said, here is an arrow for your bow. Here is an arrow for your bow. So did I get an arrow? Oh my gosh, we did. We got the arrow, okay, because they're asking me to look at the Queen of Wands. There's no arrow for the bow. Okay, yep, they're right. There's no arrow for the bow. I was just checking the rest of the picture. No. So if you've been feeling a little bit aimless, or you've been feeling that you haven't been right on target, or maybe you felt that you don't have the tools necessary to hit the mark, this is the time of change where you will have everything at your disposal to make the changes necessary in order to hit your target. Okay. The arrow actually indicates ambition. So if you've been lacking in motivation or drive, I do feel like you get a boost of energy this month. This is a rune that connects to being a warrior, making the sacrifices necessary to go after your goals and dreams, and having the courage to connect to what you desire. Also, this arrow indicates that you will hit your target and you'll get justice. Okay, so for the effort that you put in, you're going to be rewarded for it as well. And finally, we've got bee, okay? I always call it the bee rune, but actually it is the birch rune, which is all about becoming. So if you think about the butterflies that you got in your reading, it's like sometimes we have to feel a little bit lost so that we can refocus, or we feel a little bit like we're coasting so that we can feel so uncomfortable in our circumstances that we must orchestrate change. Sometimes the universe sends us a tower moment so that we make the changes necessary, or we feel like we need to take our career in a different direction, because if you stay where you're at, you're going to remain stuck. You're going to go round and round in circles, and it's going to get worse. So I feel sometimes the universe sends us a tower moment so that we can liberate ourselves from that difficult experience or those restrictions. And if you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling in some area of your career, I feel now is the time to be bold and make the changes necessary to take that leap of faith. You will not be disappointed, is what I'm seeing here. I definitely see a lot of success, elevation, and reward. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Now, they're leaving me again with the image of the calculator. So maybe it's about you calculating your finances or calculating some sort of move or change in your career. But what I'm getting here is something that you're thinking about. You will make it happen. It's like you're willing it into being, into life, okay? So remember, thoughts become things. I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, and love and light.